Hi guys, it's your girl QChemist, and I am going to pop on here really quickly just to share what's going on with my hair. So for those of you who follow me on Twitter and Instagram and who watched my last two videos, you probably noticed that my hair was looking shorter, and I've gotten some comments. Some people asked me if I cut my locks, which shame on you. And then some people thought that I had pipe cleaner curls in. And so it's neither of those things. I have not cut my hair, although I'm wearing it in this kind of shorter style. And even some people at my job thought I had cut my hair. Even standing up on me, they thought my hair was cut. But it's lock knots. But it's not the lock knots version from Chescalocs channel or her Chescalocs 2.0 lock knots video. I actually found a video by another young lady named Kattipillar. I think that's what her channel is called. K-A-T-I-P-I-L-L-A-R. I'll put the link to her video below that I used, the tutorial that she did. So the difference between the way she does hers and the way Chescalocs does hers is, I'm going to show you an example. So say this were your lock. Single. Okay, let me just use one side of this. Say this was your lock hanging down. The way Chescalocs did hers both times was, so this is my lock hanging from my head. You would come down a certain length, then fold it back up to form this little U shape, and then you'd wrap the rest of your lock down around both pieces until you got to the end, and then you tuck it in and hold. This young lady, instead of doing that, she just decides how much of the lock she wants to kind of hang loosely, and then she wraps the rest of the lock back up the shaft of the lock, and you would rubber band it at the end. Now, if I'm not being very clear to you, I don't feel like demonstrating and taking my hair down right now. I am going to post the link to her video so you can check it out. Her tutorial is very clean, it's very clear, and you will get to see the resulting curls. Now her hair is much longer than mine, but I did do two locks when my hair was just hanging. I did a tester. I tried out Chescalocs version again because I have tried it before, and I have a video on that, and I'll probably post a link to that video, and I'll put it all in the description box. I also did the version of this new person, Kattipillar's channel tutorial, and I like the difference in the curl that I got. The version that she does, when I do the Chescalocs version, I kind of get this weird, from where you bend it down and back up, I get the curl at the end, and then I have this weird kind of bend for a long time. And I've talked to some people and they said, well, eventually it straightens itself out. But I kind of like immediate results. When I did the tester in the back of the different version of the just single wrap, not wrapping around two, I got it was just hanging and then a cute curl at the end. Of course, the difference is you do have to rubber band every lock. There's no way around that. But I think for someone who has locks my length, which are more like shoulder length or a little bit below shoulder length, and you don't have like thick or heavy weighted locks, this version is probably better for you because you won't get the weird bend. If you've had success doing the lock knots the way that Chescalocs does it, I'd like to hear from you, like what's different that you're doing that I'm not doing. But this is what I've been rocking. I've really been enjoying it. I actually wore my hair like this all weekend, and today is Tuesday. This weekend I went to Brooklyn. If you are following me on Instagram, you would know who I was hanging out with, but since you probably are not, follow me on Instagram at qochemist, I'll tell you. I actually got to hang out with my girl TV82 and someone we have not seen on the YouTube scene in a little while, Summer Baby. Yes, so my friend had a show in Brooklyn. I did tweet about it and I talked about it in a video last week. He had a show. He was part of the Brooklyn Emerging Artists, I don't know what the last part of the acronym is for, but it's Brooklyn Emerging Artists Festival that they had. This was the first one they had this year, and I went down to see him perform. My friend, he is a tap dancer. He's a brilliant tap dancer. He's not just your typical structured tap dancer, although he can definitely do those types of you know, structured dances, but he is more of your kind of street tapper, like a Savion Glover. He actually performs with Savion. He's really good friends with Savion Glover, and Savion is actually at the performance that we attended, so that was really cool. But we got to see him perform. It was just a unique experience if you've never been to a performance quite like that. I always talk about my friend and how amazing I think he is, but it was another thing to actually have other people experience it for the first time and just to see the excitement and the joy on their face when watching him perform. It was like roughly probably like a hour and a half, 2 hour show, and he did just some things, you know, some choreographed dances to music. He also did, you know, just straight tapping and technique and keeping like a beat, creating beats to rhythm and time and all that good stuff. I'm not really good with musical terms. But the coolest part, I think, of the performance was at the end. He actually had 4 young ladies come up who were kind of singing and harmonizing, and he was tapping out the music for the songs. He did Sweet as Taboo by Sade, and he did some Jill Scott stuff. I don't know, you had to be there. If I can find footage, because different people were filming it, if I find footage, I'm definitely going to come back and post so you guys can see. But yeah, this is all about my hair. If you're following on Instagram, you saw how I've been rocking it. I just wanted to come on so you guys could know, you know, what's going on with my hair, how my hair looks. Follow me on Instagram, and my friend had a great show, and I got to hang out with my girls, and it was so much fun. And like I said, if you follow us on Instagram, and then you got to see a few pictures of us hanging out. And yeah, this is so random. I can't think of anything else I want to talk about right now. Oh, I did do a product review for Beautiful Accessories, and there is a giveaway and a coupon code. So if you did not check that out, you need to be checking out that video and entering for some beautiful jewelry. And yeah, that's it. That's all I want to talk about. So yeah, guys. All right. Bye.